Hello, I'm Darlene Coleman of Darlene Coleman Coaching, and today we're going to do some tapping for anxiety. And this is a big one, especially around the holidays. We're getting together with a lot of people, sometimes family members that we haven't seen in a long time, or even just the generalized stress around the season. So join with me as we do a couple of rounds of tapping for anxiety. Now, when we feel anxiety, where's the first place you feel it in your body? Many people say it starts in the belly or the chest. They might get that sinking feeling and their heart rate might elevate and suddenly their breathing becomes a little bit more shallow. And it can paralyze you in ways. Sometimes people experience such levels of anxiety that they literally can't leave their home. So if we're ready, let's do a couple of rounds on anxiety. Now with tapping, as we always remember, we start right here on the karate chop point. You can do either side. It doesn't matter which hand you use. Or you could just start like this. The easiest thing is just follow me and have fun with it. You can't mess it up. So we start here on the karate chop by setting up what the problem is. So today we're dealing with anxiety, so let's just do a couple of rounds just for basic anxiety. Even though I have this anxiety, even though I'm stressed out around the holidays, stressed out about spending all this money, stressed out about visiting my family, stressed out about the traffic and the level of people out, even though I'm feeling all of this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Top of the head, this anxiety that I'm feeling. Even though I'm feeling this anxiety running through my body, I deeply and completely accept myself. Over the eye, even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. This anxiety. Side of the eye, even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Under the eye. Even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel this anxiety. Under the nose. Even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Chin. Even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel this anxiety. Collarbone. Even though I feel this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel this anxiety, I'm starting to calm now and I deeply and completely accept myself. And under the arm, even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Now we're going to go a little deeper into it. We're going to actually tap on the feelings that we feel and where they are in our bodies. It's important that you take a moment, if you're feeling anxiety or any emotion actually, kind of quiet and go inside and say, where am I feeling this in my body and what am I feeling exactly? You want to give voice to it in order to be able to heal it, so to speak. All right, so since we've already done this on the karate chop point, you don't have to go back there again. You can just keep doing cycles, okay? But we're going to start here anyway, and we're going to say, even though I have this feeling in my stomach, this sick to my stomach feeling, this tightness in my chest, even though I have anxiety and it's showing up in the form of a sickness in my stomach and a tightness in my chest, I deeply and completely accept myself. Top of the head, this sick to my stomach feeling that I'm feeling, this sick to my stomach feeling, even though I have this sick to my stomach feeling, this nausea, I deeply and completely accept myself. Top of the eye, even though I have this tightness in my chest, this sick to my stomach feeling and this tightness in my chest, this anxiety that's showing up physically in my body, I deeply and completely accept myself. Side of the eye, this sickness, this nausea, this tightness in my chest. Even though I have this tightness in my chest, even though I have this anxiety that's showing up as nausea and tightness in my chest, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this tightness in my chest, this anxiety that's showing up in my body, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety in my body, it's showing up as nausea and tightness in my chest, I deeply and completely accept myself. Collarbone. Even though I have this tightness in my chest, this nausea, maybe a little bit of trouble breathing, this anxiety, even though I feel anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Under the arm. Even though I have this anxiety, this tightness in my chest, this nausea, I deeply and completely accept myself. Good. Now take a deep breath in. And blow it out through your mouth as if you're blowing on warm soup. One more deep breath in. And now reassess what you're feeling. Where's your anxiety level now? If it was a 10 before, has it dropped any? Is it maybe an 8? If it's dropped down to a couple of things, maybe an 8, do a couple more rounds and see if it'll go down to a 5. Let's do a couple together. I have this anxiety. I'm nervous about Christmas. I'm nervous about seeing my family, nervous about the confrontations. And even though I'm nervous about seeing people again that there may be problems with, I deeply and completely accept myself. Top of the head. I have this nervousness, this anxiety around the holidays. Even though I'm anxious about possibly going home or seeing people that I haven't seen in a while, I deeply and completely accept myself. Top of the eye. Even though I'm afraid, because I always know what happens around our dinner table, I deeply and completely accept myself. Side of the eye. Even though I have this anxiety about going home for Christmas, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel a lot of stress financially around the holidays, I deeply and completely accept myself. The stress that I'm feeling, the anxiety that I'm feeling, even though I'm feeling anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. This anxiety that I'm feeling, even though I feel anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Tightness in my chest, nausea, trouble breathing. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Good. Now that we've done a couple of rounds on the anxiety itself, we're now going to put in some different verbiage to allow that anxiety to change. We're going to give ourselves permission to let go of the anxiety and still feel safe. You know, many times people will hold on to certain things like anxiety because it gives them a sense of safety. Oddly enough, you would think, well, it would make them feel unsafe. But people who tend to chew on things tend to feel more in control. And so now we're going to do some tapping, changing the verbiage around the anxiety. I have this anxiety, and even though I have this anxiety, I'm willing now to let it go. I'm willing now to release the anxiety I'm feeling and be calm. I give myself permission to be calm, and I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I give myself permission now to release the anxiety, and I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. This anxiety that I feel, I give myself permission to calm down. I give myself permission to release the anxiety. Even though I feel anxiety, I know I'm calming down now, and I deeply and completely accept myself. I can feel the anxiety leaving my body. I can feel the anxiety leave my body now as I become more calm and relaxed. More calm and relaxed. I release the anxiety now. I become calm and relaxed. Calm and relaxed. Calm and relaxed. I choose now to release the anxiety on the level that I can, and I deeply and completely accept myself. Good. Now, just take another nice, gentle breath in, blowing out through the mouth. And now, how do you feel? Where were you before compared to now? If you feel like you need a couple of more rounds, just do a couple of more rounds and then see how you feel after. Do as much as you need. Now, you may have noticed on this last one, I didn't go in sequence. I started here and I moved to here and I moved over here. I did that to show you that it really doesn't matter what spot you start on. The important thing is that you actually do it. And if you do tapping long enough, eventually all you'll have to do is maybe one of your favorite spots. Here, 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 here. This is a good one. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tapping session on anxiety. Happy holidays. See you next time.